Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester and today I'll be walking you through the crypto markets. First things first, I want to talk about Bitcoin on the short term, Bitcoin on the mid term, and then Bitcoin on the long term. Once I'm done with Bitcoin, guys, I will be jumping into the part of the show where it's the altcoin request part of the show. So get your altcoin requests in the chat there, guys, and I will jump to that as soon as I'm done with Bitcoin. I mean, I'm going to be straight up honest. I've just forgotten to pull up the chat, guys, so just going to bear with me 1 sec. I need to pop that out, and then I can see you guys talking. First mistake of the day, brilliant. But a good morning to you all so far. How are we doing? We've got Volkanov in the chat, we've got NX in the chat, we've got YY in the chat, we've got Kane, Donna, Gordon, Shivanish, Donovan, Donna again, YY again, Donovan again, YY, and Shivanash. Let's go. Come on, guys. Thanks ever so much for supporting me on the channel here. And I hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday morning. And Dan B as well in the chat. Without further ado, let's just get straight into Bitcoin. As we were talking about yesterday, we did have this symmetrical triangle playing out, right? This symmetrical triangle playing out, and we were looking, this is obviously on the 15-minute here, guys. So usually, I don't really trade on the 15-minute, but we were looking for a bit of confirmation to see where Bitcoin was actually going to go here, because we were trying to get into a long position on the short term here, on the 1 hourly, because we've obviously got this rising wedge coming through here, which we spoke about on yesterday's stream. So let me jump back to the 15-minute for now. We did the symmetrical triangle, which we were looking at trying to get out of, right? We actually smashed through in a matter of literally half an hour, all the way up to 41,330. Absolutely crazy stuff. In terms of a measure move completion for that, I think it even smashed through, even literally beyond a normal measure move. It might have even tapped the greedy one, guys. It might have even tapped a little greedy measure move coming through here. Not quite, no cigar there. But yet, we did still, well, personally, I didn't get in this trade, but well done to anyone who was scalping this. They would have seen a break from the symmetrical triangle, and they would have smashed in a nice long position for there, and that would have been absolutely amazing for you guys. Let me do a little percent gain for that trade there. It would have been around a 1.55% scalp there. Very, very nice indeed. Kidneys in the chat. Nice to see you there, bro. We got Relentless. We got Nahat. We've got, S7 Udes, we got Dale. Nice to see you all supporting the channel here, guys. Absolutely means a lot. And 13 likes already. Absolutely amazing stuff, guys. You guys are the best. Simple stuff, right? Thank you very much. But yeah, as you can see, we did break out this symmetrical triangle. So you know what that means, guys? That does mean that triangle is now invalid. So now what we need to do with these trend lines, we need to just move them around a bit. We need to move them around a bit and see if we can get a better gauge of what we think is going to happen. Granted, yes, it is less touches along the trend line. Yes, it is. Yes, it's less attractive. And I like my attractive trend patterns, guys. Attractive chart patterns, guys. But yeah, as you can see, still a symmetrical triangle here on the 15-minute, which we do need to take into account, guys, because if we are looking for a break to the upside, as we did see here, now we can basically take this as basically like a fake out, right? We can take that as basically a fake out because it wouldn't be a completion of the measure move from the most recent trend, which would have actually been this greedy measure move coming through here, because obviously you can see these touch points didn't quite get there, guys. So yeah, we would be taking this now as basically a fake out, and now we would be looking for another measure move from this zone to the upside here or to the downside. We're just going to have to see how we go. But at this point in time, in terms of the most recent trend for Bitcoin, we have seen resistance on this downward sloping resistance line. It's the guy with 5,000 BTCs back in the chat, and Cloud9's in there as well. Yo, bro, nice to see you back on the stream here. Yeah, as you can see here, we have tested the top side of this downward sloping resistance line and the top side of this symmetrical triangle playing out here. And we're seeing heavy resistance, guys. Heavy resistance is playing out here. Viva la resistance coming through here. I would be looking at a bounce point for Bitcoin at around this 39,900, and that's obviously the very short term, guys. We are on the 15-minute here, guys, and I use this just to get a gauge of what's happening, not to trade, right? I'm not the scalper. I'm a swinger. I don't swing, but I am a swinger, right? So yeah, as you can see, in terms of finding a level of support here, we would be looking at bouncing from here. Potentially, if we do lose this, guys, we could be looking at a measure move to the downside. We could be looking at a measure move to the downside, looking along the lines of this. Potentially a nice little take profit along this horizontal level of support, sat at around that 39,689. Now, right now, with Bitcoin, that would be the downwards position we would be looking for if we break the lower side of this symmetrical triangle, guys. If we break the lower side of the symmetrical triangle, if we have a bit more upwards momentum, right? I want that. We all want Bitcoin to go up. I do believe we want Bitcoin to go up. That would be absolutely amazing, wouldn't it? If we do go up, we could be looking at a measure move, looking along the lines of this. Obviously, depending on where we're going to break, and obviously this is without any moving averages. The RSI is pretty central, so we can't really get a gauge of that at this point in time. But obviously, if it gets overbought while we're leaving the symmetrical triangle to the upside, we're gonna know. We're gonna know. Look, we need a bit of selling power right now. Simple as that, right? Simple as that. The chat is going crazy, guys. Absolutely amazing stuff from you guys there. We've got Shivanish in the chat. I have 30,000 Doge. Interesting, very interesting there. Shivansh. I think that's how you do it. Why? Read up, bro. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it in my head before you start trolling me here. Why? I know you get me here. Something about handcuffs and his missus. Funny stuff there, bro. Funny stuff. I love how I just read out the rudest part of that. Brilliant. Yeah, as you can see here, if we are looking for a break to the upside, we could be looking at a potential position to the upside here. For me, personally, I'm not a scalper, as you guys know. We could be looking at a 1.57% trade there if you guys are going to be interested in that. Let's throw some moving averages in and see what's coming through here. We've got the volume weighted ATR band to think about to the top side here in terms of finding a level of resistance. In terms of finding, we've got Goshi in the chat there. Hello, sir. Hello. Waving his hands. As you can see here, we do have all the major moving averages here that we do need to think about. We do have this 200 SMA coming through, which is what we're finding support on at this point in time. We're finding a nice level of support on that. If we can see a reverse in the chat, has everyone else got sound? Oh, God, I hope everyone else has got sound. Is everyone's sound working? Can you tell me in the chat? Because Donna's, I don't think Donna's sound's working. Help. Can't lose. So it's a win-win, Donovan. It's a win-win. So we could be looking at we are currently looking at a bounce point in terms of level of support on this 200 EMA coming through here. Oh, that's the SMA, 200 SMA coming through here. We're looking at a nice bounce point coming through here. And yeah, currently finding support, currently testing the 15-minute here, which is the 15-minute, currently testing the 55 moving average, which is the green one here. And also we've got this 21 here. So if we are looking for a shorter term target in terms of this most recent uptrend that we're looking at this point in time, for the next 15 minutes, I want to see this candle close pretty much where it is or above this previous wick here. That would be absolutely amazing, because one, we're going to get above the 55, we're going to be above the price action channel, and that basically determines whether we're in an uptrend or whether we're in a downtrend. And also, we're going to be setting a higher low here. We're going to be setting a higher low in terms of this bounce point here. So it's going to look like we are looking for a bit of a swift recovery coming through here. Yes, sounding gorgeous, says NX. Love you. Donna's having sound problems. That's annoying. Sorry to hear that, Donna. Normatic Rich is in the chat there. Haven't seen you here before, I don't think, bro. But yeah, nice to see you supporting the stream, bro. Absolutely appreciate it. What likes are we on? 17 likes, guys. Absolutely amazing stuff. You guys are smashing that like button. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Really, really appreciated in terms of these YouTube algorithms, right? But yeah, back to Bitcoin for now. So yeah, that would be the short-term target for the 15-minute. Let's jump to the... That's the shorter term target. Let's jump to the short term target, right? As you guys know, as you guys familiar with the stream here, you sounded very yeah. As you can see here with the shorter term time frames here with Bitcoin, we do have this rising wedge pattern, right? We do have this rising wedge pattern, which we've been in for quite a while in terms of the hourly time frame. And guys, you know, yesterday we're itching for a long position here. We're itching for a long position, but unfortunately, we just can't get a good 4-hourly candle close above this upward sloping resistance line currently. Let me get to the 4-hourly here. As you can see here, even that massive pump yesterday, right? We got the 4-hourly candle close below the 200 EMA and also below this upward sloping, which was resistance line there. So we got, it's just annoying. We want a nice candle close above it. Now we're going to have to come up and probably retest it again for another long position in terms of the 4-hourly here. So yeah, it's very annoying. And yesterday we were itching for this long position, but we couldn't get into it, which is unfortunate, right? It's unfortunate. We were going for that. I think it was around like 3 or 4 or 5% there. But yeah, if we were looking for a measure move to absolutely smash to the moon here, we would be looking at something along the lines of this coming out of this wedge, obviously depending on where we're going to break. And that does correlate pretty well with this volume weighted ATR band coming through around that 45k there. So yeah, definitely something to take into account. Do you drink Red Bull, Chesters? I don't, sir. I actually try to stay away from caffeine. I mean, I drink I decaf tea in the morning and then a caffeine cup of tea before stream, just so I got a bit of energy for the stream. YY says, my short-term target... I'm going to read this, is to get out of the bedroom. I can't find those damn handcuff keys. Interesting, bro. Very interesting night you had last night on a Tuesday night. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, back to Bitcoin right now. As you can see, we are looking for this long position. If we can come up, we need to basically hold this level of support at 40,680 there. 40,680, that's going to be the target, right? That's going to basically be the target. I can't see the 4-hour RSI. That's because it's down here, bruh. There she is. Near enough overbought here. So we need to take that into account if we do see us basically come up here. And that's why I would like another bit of consolidation along this zone here. Because, guys, remember, as I was saying yesterday, we did climb Everest here. We were climbing Everest. And we're at base camp 1. We need a bit of a rest before we looking at another leg up. That's just how it works, guys. You can't just keep climbing mountains. You can't keep going at parabolicness. It just doesn't work like that unless you crash. Nikki's in the chat. Nice to see you here again, Nikki. Supporting the channel continuously. Absolutely takes hats off to you. Thank you very much. Really do appreciate you out here. Oh, and I didn't pin the Telegram in the group, guys. I mean in the chat here. So let me write dot on that. That's a request come in there from Goshi there. Sorry, guy. Sorry, guy, bloke. I missed that. Let me write dot on the request list there. And Suds there says he has 7 credit cards. That's not very good, sir. It's not very good, sir. Get trading, and you'll pay them off in no time. Yeah, in terms of Bitcoin on the short term here. We're looking at if we can hold this 200 EMA here and hold this 10 moving average as well. If we can hold that, that's going to be absolutely ideal in terms of looking for progression to the upside. I mean, at this point in time, in terms of the most recent trend after this insane pump to the upside and then a dump back down, closing us around, wicking us down to around that 39,500. We are looking at little bits of the high lows just being created continuously, which is good. It's a good sign in terms of a bullish sign coming through here. So yeah, we are looking at progression to the upside, but as I said, key points would be to get over this currently upward sloping resistance line, and then obviously we do have these key levels of support sat at around that 40,600, 40,700 sort of mark there. So yeah, a few things to look at there in terms of the short term here for Bitcoin. Let me bring up the RSI. It's pretty central. It's pretty central in terms of the 1 hourly chart here. In terms of the 1 hour chart here, it's pretty central, so we can't really get a great gauge on what it's doing. We haven't really got that many trend lines that I can see coming through. A few things like so, maybe there is one looking pretty dominant here in terms of a level of support coming through. So yeah, it's definitely something to take into consideration. If we do see a bit of a dip here, we could be looking at a nice bounce here. Yeah, definitely something to take into consideration. But guys, I would be watching this zone, because if we do lose this zone, we could be coming back up, retest, and then swift rejections coming through there. So yeah, a few things to take into consideration there in terms of the RSI for Bitcoin on the midterm, guys. But yeah, as I was saying, just to sum up, Donovan says ADA is a 5-year investment. I totally agree, bro. I totally agree. If you guys don't know about the ADA, do some YouTube research there. Some great stuff happening. Cardano Africa. Go have a look there. And we got James Croucher in the chat. Oi, oi! Nice to see you in the chat again, bro. Nice to see you supporting the stream. Really does mean a lot. Absolutely amazing stuff. 22 likes as well, guys. You guys are smashing that like button. Absolutely amazing. And Kidney Man is making a lot of people laugh. He doesn't drink Red Bull. He drinks water in a beer glass. He's a scammer. Brilliant stuff there, bro. But yeah, as I was saying, that's ADA. As I was saying here, for the 15-minute, we would be looking at a potential break to gauge where the price is going to go here. To gauge where the price is going to go. If we're going to break to the lower side here, that is obviously going to be affecting the hourly, going to be affecting a potential long position for us. And that's basically going to mean we are going to be looking like we are going to come down, probably lose the 55 moving average coming up, and then test this crucial level of support sat around that 39,259. So yeah, definitely a crucial point to watch in terms of finding support. And if we can bounce from there, then we would be looking like we're going to come to test the top side again. But unfortunately, if we do lose that, guys, it's not looking good at all, because the next level of support is coming down to around this 37,800 mark. And let's be honest, we've seen significant pumps. Literally 3 days ago, guys, we were at 34,000. Now we're sat at 40, so that's literally a $6,000 pump. Bit of consolidation to validate it, but guys, come on. Come on, we don't know where we are, whether we're in a bull, whether we're in a bear, whether we're in a bull market, or whether we're in a bear market. So yeah, definitely a few things to think about. Do you want 20 cents increase? ADA will blow up, just not now. It will blow up in the future, says Donovan. Yeah, it definitely will, bro. Definitely will. Yeah, let me jump to the midterm, the 4 hourly here, because you guys know the 4 hourly. We've been in this falling channel for quite a while. A lot of touches, a lot of things going on here. Very nice feelings and that. Very attractive. Very attractive chart patterns we've got playing out here. And we were looking for a long position, as the OGs on the channel know right now. We were looking for that long position, but unfortunately, we didn't get in. It was too volatile. We didn't see any retest. And you guys know on this channel, we thrive off the retest, because that's the confirmation whether it's going to be a trap or not. And we get a better entry. It's just a win-win, right? It's just a win-win. We don't get stopped out. We get a better entry. It's as simple as that. Now, as I was saying yesterday, we want to be holding hands with this zone at the top, this resistance zone, this horizontal resistance at 40,600, and also the 39,283. That was another point of resistance that a point of support that we were looking at as well. So I did say, look, it's kind of crucial that we do have a consolidatory period along here where we consolidate and we chill out after climbing Everest. Because as I say, guys, you can't get to base camp 1 and not have a rest, right? You can't just go to base camp 2. It's as simple as that. So yeah, we're resting at this point in time, which is good. And that's another sign here that we could be looking for a potential long position when we break these key zones, right? When we break these key zones, I definitely know when we break this 41 sort of zone here, when we go this candle body close on this previous lower high here, then, this previous lower high here we've got coming down here in terms of that massive downtrend that we had. When we break this candle body close, there's definitely a long position in terms of the live price coming through here around that 41,500 sort of zone there, guys. So yeah, definitely something to take into consideration. Obviously, nothing I say is financial advice. It's just my opinions on what I think might happen in the market. And if I can give my educational standpoint on that, then that's going to be brilliant. It's going to be brilliant. If I can help some of you guys out, that's why I'm here, right? It's good stuff. I'm here for you guys. So yeah, as you can see, we are holding hands with the top zone here and the bottom zone here, which is good. And we're consolidating along this 200 EMA here as well, and also the 10 EMA. So ideally, for the next 4 hours here, I would like to see progression in the price to get a nice candle close at least quite a lot higher above this 10 moving average we've got playing out here. And then we can look at progression to maybe coming up and testing this 40,686 zone, but that is obviously on the short term, and that is going to correlate pretty well with breaking this this symmetrical triangle we've got playing out here. If we look at some sort of measure move coming up, looking along the lines of this, obviously if we're going to be looking at along the lines of, say, we've obviously got to get down to this lower side to have the measure move looking like so. And then it's going to be looking like something along the lines of that, right? So yeah, it's going to correlate pretty well with that. So yeah, I would be watching that for you scalpers out there. And that's pretty much the midterm sort of summed up for Bitcoin. I mean, we do have the RSI. And we do have this huge downward sloping, it was resistance line playing out for quite a while, right? We can see the Viva La resistance continuously playing out here all the way down. Every time we lose it, we just see this dirty, dirty resistance playing out. But then we see progression, right? We see progression to the upside if we can find a nice level of support. And the lower this trend line is getting, the better the level of support that we're going to be finding on it, right? The better the level of support we're going to be finding on it, and that's going to be the ideal scenario, right? That's going to be the absolute ideal scenario for there. If we can find a nice bounce point and a nice level of support getting formed there. 25 likes, guys. You guys are killing it today with that like button. Amazing stuff. Donovan says BTC can 2x shortly, probably can 2x shortly. To be honest, bro, I am very, very, very bullish on BTC in the long term. Very, very bullish. Very, very bullish. I think by the end of the year, we're going to see insane prices never seen before. Yeah, really, really insane stuff. YY says, how can he not the hots for Crypto Jester? Look at his dreamy face. You're funny, bro. What's your top 5 altcoins to hodl till the end of the cycle? That's for XX there. XX, if you join the Telegram, it's in the description of the live here. If you join the Telegram, I've actually got a shopping list. I've actually got a shopping list for you all to see, which is all the coins that I'm going to be looking at, basically hodling forever. Forever. I'm just going to keep accumulating all of them basically throughout the bear run, throughout the bear market, sorry, and also throughout a bull market as well. We're just going to be keep accumulating. So yeah, if you want that list there, it's quite big to read out, right? So I don't want to be reading it all out on chat and stuff, and I don't actually have the list with me to hand. It's quite a big list, bro. So yeah, jump to Telegram, have a look at that, and yeah, you can leave afterwards. I don't mind you leaving afterwards. Yeah, the list is there basically. But yeah, in terms of Bitcoin on the midterm here, if we do come down, we're looking at a bounce point for this zone in terms of level of support. So if we're looking at coming down here, that does correlate pretty well with bouncing off this horizontal point at this 39,291. And to be honest, guys, look, we've consolidated for quite a while. I'm not doing SHIB. I'll have a look at SHIB for you guys. If we've got like, is it 2 requests now? 10's only. Yo, my guy in the chat. Let's see you there. My gang signs are really, really dreadful. I'm not very good at them. But yeah, nice to see you back in the chat there. 10's only. I'm good to see you supporting the stream continuously, bro. It really does mean a lot there. 28 likes as well, guys. You're smashing it. You're smashing it today. But yeah, as I was saying, if we do come down and consolidate, we're consolidating at this moment. If we do come down and we do bounce along this horizontal level of support, the 39,292, then yes, then yes, we are going to be looking at a nice bounce point on this RSI as well there. So yeah, a few things to take into consideration there with Bitcoin on the midterm. Bitcoin on the midterm here. Very nice stuff. If we do lose this line though, if we do lose this horizontal level of support at 39,200, I'm gonna say, right, we got the 55 coming through here. We got the 21, which we're also probably gonna bounce around when we do what's the word? Consolidate? Not consolidate. It's correlate, there it is, correlate with this horizontal level of support, and we're going to correlate with this 21, and we're going to correlate with the RSI support line coming through here. So yeah, a few things to watch there, guys. Massive level of support here, so I can basically see that we're going to bounce from there, right? And in terms of whether we're looking bullish or bearish right now, we're looking pretty goddamn bullish, I must say, in terms of these uptrends coming through. Correction, uptrend, correction, uptrend. It's looking good. It's looking good. Invalidating these lower highs coming through here. We near enough got to this one. We've near enough got to it. We've near enough overtaken it. But ideally, we do need to get over this one. And then, if we can get over this one, right? If we can get over this 42.5 sort of zone there, we're going to see progression at its finest. Progression at its finest for BTC, which is going to look very, very good indeed, guys. It's going to look very, very good indeed. So a few crucial points to watch there on the midterm for Bitcoin. Yeah, as I was saying, let's go on the basis that we did lose this zone, right? Let's go on the basis we did lose this 39,283. If we do lose that zone, guys, rest assured, don't worry, don't fret. Granted, it's going to pull a few of the alts down with it. That's only natural, right? That's only natural. Chester, you are blushing, says Nikki. Funny stuff. But yeah, so if we do lose this zone coming through here, then it's likely that we're going to come down, right? It's likely we're going to come down, probably find a little bit of support coming through on the 55, as previously stated here. But yeah, if we do find that Viva resistance off the 55, it's looking pretty futile. It's looking pretty futile indeed. So we could come down, bounce off the lower side of this zone. This is just speculation, guys. It's a possibility. If we do get to this sort of zone here, around that 36,900, it's very possible, guys. It's very possible. And even if we do get to there, we're still going to be bullish, believe it or not. Granted, we are going to be dropping literally like 7 or 8% in the charts here in terms of the price, but we're still going to be bullish, right? Because we've still got these high lows. As long as we don't come down further and invalidate this high low here, we're still going to be looking like we could see that progression to the upside from there. Maybe I'll make that a little bit clearer. Let me get rid of that for now. Let me make this a little bit clearer for you guys to see. We could be looking at a potential position sort of looking like this, and then we're going to bounce from there, come up like that, and then bounce from there, and then just continue this sort of cycle. It would not surprise me if we had something along the lines of that, rather than a consolidation and up, consolidation and up. So yeah, I would expect some sort of trap coming through, at least looking like that or something like that, because obviously this correlation zone here, it's everything's correlating to this zone, so everyone's thinking, yeah, we can hold it, but no, likelihood we don't hold it, but we'll just see how we go. We'll see how we go, guys. Definitely a point to watch would be this 39,200 zone. Can we check AMP, says Donovan. Let me write. There's a lot of requests for SHIB, so let's do SHIB and let's do AMP after that, guys. And any other requests, guys? We've got, Donovan said Engine Coin, ETC. These are all pretty bad coins, if I think they are, bro. As far as my memory goes, right? I'll definitely have a look at them for you, though, bro. ETC, as long as they have trading view charts, right? And guys, I hope you're having a fantastic, amazing Wednesday morning here. It's very sunny in England, very nice day. I think it's our last nice day in quite a while here. Sorry guys, I'm writing these requests down here. And SHIB, I'm not going to do SHIB Cash, I don't think. See if they actually have a chart yet. But yeah, so we're definitely going to see potentially a bounce point coming through here. Donovan says, draw a line from the upside to the bottom. Do you mean on AMP or do you mean on Bitcoin? Like so? Yeah, a few things to take into consideration there, bro. Yeah, that's basically Bitcoin on the midterm sort of summed up for you guys there. Let me jump to T-Fuel, VET, and V-Fuel or whatever it is for NX there. T-Fuel, VET, and VTHO. I remember doing VTHO earlier, or yesterday actually. 67 trillion SHIB. Interesting, bro. I'll definitely look at SHIB. There's been that much volume. It's not been 67 trillion volume in 24 hours. I highly doubt that. But yeah, let me jump to Bitcoin on the long term here, guys. Oh no, sorry, I didn't want to sum this up. If we do get down to this sort of zone coming down here around that 37,000 here, I would be looking at a potential long position to the upside here, looking for a measure move, which unfortunately we missed here because it was too volatile. But if we're coming down for that retest, then there could be a nice juicy long playing out here. Looking along the lines of so around 16% there for Bitcoin. So yeah, a few things to take into consideration there, guys. We've got Siddhartha on the chat there. Siddhartha? Yeah, that's right. Siddhartha on the chat there. He says, hello, Chester. Well, hey, Chester. Hello to you, sir. Hello to you, sir. From India, I do believe. I did research your place of your hometown in India. I can't remember the name because there was a few Indians on the chat and they all gave me loads of different locations, but I definitely researched them all, and it looks a very nice place, bro. Very, very nice place. Let me have a little look here. As you can see, yeah, this was the long position we can be looking for in the future if we do see that progression to the downside here, and obviously that is going to mess up our little bit of a long position on the shorter term time frames as well, and it's likelihood that we're going to come down and bounce on the lower side of this rising wedge here. And yeah, it's going to have a lot of correlation with the 200s coming through here as well. So yeah, a couple of things to think about there, guys. Let me jump to the long term for Bitcoin. Same sort of scenario, same sort of channel, little bit different, but same sort of channel nonetheless in terms of a long position if we are going to see this trend curl over. And guys, look, we have seen pretty they're big upswings, right? They're big upswings for Bitcoin at this point in time in terms of the market confidence because the fear and greed index, look at the fear right now. It's pretty crazy stuff. So yeah, we do need to basically take into consideration here we need to take into consideration that we could be coming down here. Ideally, guys, we don't want to come down. Like, come on, we don't want to come down. We want to see that progression to the upside continuously. But we could be looking at that. That's all I'm saying. If we are looking for a potential long position, it is going to be here and also here. So yeah, a few things to take into consideration there for Bitcoin on the daily there. We do have this 21 moving average sat at around this 38,511 there. Donna, did you have a look at mine? What did you say, Donna? Once he joins, he won't leave. I think I missed your request there, Donna. If you put a request there, Donna, chuck that back in the chat, and I'll get to that ASAP Rocky sort of times. 29 likes, guys. You guys are you're on point today. You're on point pressing that like button. Really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. But yeah, as I was saying here, potential long position for Bitcoin if we do get down to this 37 sort of zone. Quite a lot of things correlating with that at this point indeed. And I know quite a few people who actually probably went long as soon as we broke this and probably sat in that long waiting now. They're sat in that long waiting for there it is, sat along waiting for this $44,000 to be hit there. And for me personally, it's a bit too obvious for the whales to be looking at this. They can be like, oh yeah, there's a nice channel, everyone's going to be going long, let's dump the price. It's as simple as that. I wouldn't even be surprised if we came down and we wicked into the channel at around that 36 to get everyone stopped out and then see that progression to the upside. Actually did happen to me yesterday, or yesterday I think it was with Litecoin. Actually got stopped out on Litecoin, which kind of sucks there, guys. But transparent about the losses here, guys. I lost around it was around 3% or something, but I'll go through that. I'll go through that shortly. Did you look at mine? I was guessing you went camping in Snowdon. Oh yes, Donna, I did look at yours. Very nice bridge in your area in Wales. Very, very nice indeed. Very, very nice bridge. Nice place. Really, really nice place. Yeah, I did go camping in Wales. Where was it? It wasn't North Wales. It was like Abergavenny, I think it was. Near and there. So quite West Wales, I think. No, East Wales, sorry. It's a Thursday morning. We were all wondering what Donna was showing Chester then. Oh, brilliant. But yeah, anyway, back to trading, right? Back to trading. But yeah, remember yesterday I said we were going to come down to the 50. Was a bit later than I expected, though. It says a D there. I think, what time frame was that there, bruh? Let me have a little look. Yeah, as you can say there, for me it's the 55, bro. I find it a little bit more reliable, but yeah, the 50 is probably a bit higher than that, and yeah, you are correct there, sir. So well done. Take my hat off to you there, D. Good job, sir. Good job. Absolutely amazing stuff there, guys. But yeah, let me jump to some requests. No, I'll do the weekly time frame, right? Because obviously we've got 4 days left of the week. It's looking pretty good in terms of progressive, looking pretty bullish right now. Not bad at all. Leaving this channel. Let me get rid of that, because that's obviously for the daily here. If we get a candle close anywhere near where we are now, it's gonna be very bullish indeed, because we've got higher low. We've got a higher low set here, right? And then we've obviously got another higher low being made here for this weekly candle, right? But yeah, I wouldn't rule out the possibility for at least a wick to the downside here before we have that continuation to the upside here, guys. So yeah, I would take that into account in terms of referencing the weekly time frame coming through here. So yeah, a few things to take into account. Day there says, can you look at ZEC, please? I can, bro. That's on the list. I do have like 10 coins on this list now. Or maybe 12 actually. And so yeah, I will be getting to that very shortly indeed. And guys, what do you think it's gonna? Let's do a little vote, right? Let's do a little vote for Bitcoin on this glorious midterm on the Wednesday morning. Do you guys think we're gonna do you think we're gonna progress up and we're gonna see a nice 41,000 Bitcoin again as we saw yesterday, or do you think we are gonna come down and see around a 37? So I want a 1 in the chat if you think we're gonna go up, right? 1 if we're going up. We want a big 1 in the chat if you're going up, and a nice 2 if you think we're going down. Let's just see where the sentiment is, see where the narrative is, and see what you guys are thinking. Because we've got 24 people viewing the stream right now. If we can get a response for at least like 10 of you, we're gonna see what you're all thinking, and it can maybe get us a little gauge on what's happening in the market. We've got 1 here for NX saying he thinks we're gonna go up. Interesting stuff there. 2 for NX as well, thinking that he's gonna come down. Donna thinks we're coming down for a retest. Joe thinks we're going up. Ali Al, Samurai, cool name. Samurai, 2 thinks we're going down. Gordon thinks we're going up. 1-1, Kane thinks we're going up. Donna thinks we're going down. So at the moment, Nikki thinks we're going up. 1-1-1, 2-2-2. Very cool stuff in the chat there, guys. Now let me see. Let me get a little scope on what's going on here. So we've got quite a few 1s. Yeah, I think the narrative is 1 at the moment. I think the narrative is 1, which is very interesting. Oh no, D's come in there with a 2. A retracement due. Fascinating stuff there, guys. I do think we're near enough central. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Donovan's, you know, my G. Come on. Yeah. So yeah, two's looking pretty. I think it's literally 50-50, guys. 50-50, guys, at this point in time. 3 going left. D's like, we're just staying sideways, bro. We're going to go number 3 here. That's it. That's what we're doing. 1, 2, then 3. Chris LY's in the chat and says 2. Yeah, so it's looking like we are going to come down, guys, in terms of the narrative. Kidney Man has said 2 as well. So, yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting to see what you guys are thinking there, guys. In the chat. Amazing stuff there. When everyone's thinking it's going up, you should do the opposite. There we go, Ali Al. He's got it. He's got it. He's hack trading. It's as simple as that. Think like a whale. You will never fail. Simple as that. I hope we hit 30k, says NX. To be honest, bro, for me, 30k, it's a big buy. It's a big buy. Simple as that. Fear index says up. Always a mirror. Yes. Very interesting. Oh, just an alert go off for Dot. Interesting there. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Funny stuff there. Squids there. I think it's Squids. S-U-I-S. There's a 7 in there. It throws me off, bro. Throws me off, man. But yeah, let me get to some altcoin requests there. Amazing voting there in the chat there, guys. Very good stuff coming through. I see you all having a good time. Let me jump to Dot right now, and we'll see what's going on in here with Dot. We have seen progression to the upside significantly in terms of this Mount Everest climb that we've got coming through here. This insane Mount Everest climb coming through. We've obviously seen this correction at base camp 1. We're tired. We're sleeping. It's simple as that. We're seeing a nice level of support being formed at around this $23.97 there. D says, hate to say, but it looks like Head and Shoulders forming on the 4-hourly. I will jump to that after I've got a few summer requests there, because I've got literally like 12 requests there. I just need to smash them out. Green Goblin is in the chat. Yo, what's up, my guy? NX, swish, simple as that. Yeah, and I see in the chat that Goblin, absolute OG out here. Goblin was here from, I think he was here on my, it was one of the only people on my first live or something like that. So yeah, I do appreciate you coming back to the stream, bro. Does mean a lot. And thank you for your ongoing support. It means a lot. Yeah, at this point in time, obviously, guys, we've got this rising channel. Got this rising channel coming through. We're looking like support's being formed on this $23.97 there. We've invalidated this lower high just about, and this one as well, and we did currently test this one. Currently finding resistance off this zone here, but guys, come on. We can't be smashing 2 lower highs here and not having some sort of correction. So yes, I would say we're looking bullish. We're looking like we're gonna go up. We're looking up. It's pretty good indeed, as long as we can hold a level of support off this $23.97 there, just in terms of the candle basis here. We obviously do have this this 200 EMA coming down as well, and we do have that was on Bitcoin, by the way. It says D, yes, dang Chester, I missed my message. Oh, did I miss your message? Let me scroll up. Why? Because I know your messages are somewhat entertaining, sir. Donna's got to be more more specific. We don't want to make too much imagination. Interesting stuff there. It's not Head and Shoulders. It's just great looking hair. Interesting concept there from Kane. Interesting concept. Nice to see you're all getting on well in the chat. Yeah, as I was saying here, for DOT, we are looking for a price target right now. Price target right now here for DOT is out of that $25.79. If we can get over that, it's going to be amazing. We're going to find a nice level of support. Progression to the upside is looking good. So yeah, I would be looking at progression to the upside, sat at around that $27.78. If we can get a level of support, sat at around that $25.84 there, guys. So yeah, that would be the target for DOT. Granted, if you do lose this level of support coming through here, then it is going to be pretty. It's going to be pretty peak, right? It's going to be pretty bad. You would be looking at finding hopefully a nice level of support. Which altcoin should I buy? Says Eric. Buy them all. No, I can't tell you which one to buy, bro. I can just give you a little bit of an educational insight on which ones I think that I'm going to be hodling, right? And Eric, if you have Telegram, there's a Telegram link it's not in the chat. Should put it in the chat really, but it's in the description of the video, bro. So if you want to jump to the description of the video, join the Telegram chat. I've actually got my own personal shopping list pinned to the Telegram, right? So yeah, I've got my own personal shopping list pinned to the Telegram, so you can basically have a look at that. I'm just gonna get that link pinned in the chat now, guys. If you bear with me 2 seconds, it doesn't take long at all. Bang, bang, bang. In we go. That is there. Let's go. Pin message. There you go, Eric. The Telegram is pinned in the chat there for you now if you want to join that and have a look at my shopping list. And guys, sorry, Eric, you're not I'm not saying you need to stay. You don't need to stay in it. We got a great community there, but you don't need to stay. If you want to just go peer at the shopping list, that's absolutely fine. I don't mind. Here to help you. Simple as that. But yeah, so as you can see here, if we do lose this $23.97 zone, we could be looking at a bounce point at these Ali joined the group straight away. Nice to see you in the group there, Ali. Nice to see that Telegram notification going. Very cool. Tens is SHIB, 100%. Interesting stuff. Yeah, DOT is going to be listed on Coinbase today, says Nikki. Yeah, I did hear about that as well. So I mean, we know what happens when something gets listed on something. Everyone thinks it's going to go up, and then it starts to go down because everyone's already bought it because they already know about the listing, and then they don't see the progression when it actually gets listed, and then they all start selling in sort of a panic sell motion coming through there, and then the FUD comes in. So yeah, it's just an endless cycle there. So I wouldn't be expecting too big gains for Coinbase listing, but I would be expecting something in the future, guys. Not imminently today. So watch out for that, guys. Kitty Man's late in the chat saying 2. He thinks Bitcoin's going to go down. I think you've probably got you're probably not live there, bro. Where were we? We were here, weren't we? Yeah. We said 2 if you think we're going to come down for the retest, and 1 if you think we're going to come up. So let me just draw that in to anyone else who wants to jump in and vote on that, because I'm seeing the chat here. So yeah, in terms of DOT, that's pretty much DOT summed up. DOT summed up there, guys. And as I was saying, if we do lose this $23.97 there, if we do bounce off this zone, it's not the end of the world, guys. We're still setting a higher low, so we are still bullish in terms of this most recent trend that we've got coming through here, guys. So yeah, a few things to think about there with DOT. I've actually got SHIB on the list next. I've actually got SHIB here coming through on the list next. So let's jump to SHIB and we'll see what's going on here. I mean, you have had a pretty big pump, I won't lie, but you can see it's that's wrong. You can see it's pretty horrendous. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Like, it's just going down. We have seen sideways consolidation, and we have seen a low point actually get formed here, and then progression coming up from there, right? So I mean, you've obviously got resistance playing out of this zone here. I'm not going to be saying buy SHIB. Like, for me personally, I would never ever buy SHIB. It's just something I don't want to be involved in. Even if it is going to make a bit of money, I don't want to be involved in it at all, because yeah, it's for me, it's not trading, right? It's just a load of people who don't really trade just jumping into an altcoin, right? And I'm not about that life. I'm not about that life. I like my TA and I like doing trading like the old-fashioned way in a sense, but really it's not the old-fashioned way. It's just trading, simple as that. Yeah, we have in terms of what you were saying. I think 10s only. Yes, Neelesh. Nice to see you in the chat there, Neelesh. Behave yourselves, guys. The third mod of the stream is in here, guys. So I would watch out. Don't be spamming and all that juicy stuff there. Yeah. Let me have a little look here. Simply seeing a BTC bull flag on the weekly and monthly. Potentially there, bro. Potentially. I will have a look at that. I've got 23% worth of SHIB, lol, says Donna. Interesting stuff there. Yeah, let's look at this percent of this pump for it's 35%. That's pretty good. It's pretty good actually. But yeah, in terms of actually moving this price, it's going to need a lot. As you said, I think someone said in the chat, it was like it wouldn't be 67 trillion. It'd be probably billion, or maybe no less than that. Probably 67 million worth of transactions or something, or probably 600 million worth of transactions. And that's probably going to move the price a tiny amount, right? Because the supply is so big. So yeah, it's just not something I'd be messing with. But yeah, if you are looking for a target here, you are looking at a consolidation period along this zone, and then you would be looking at a target of this zone to break through. If you can break through this zone here, your next level of target is this 200 EMA coming down here. In terms of percent from that to where you are now, it would be around that 22% gain. Obviously, you're going to see a bit of resistance at that 11, as you've seen here. Viva resistance is futile. So yeah, a few things to watch out there with SHIB. I can't believe I just did a TA on SHIB. Crazy. Let me do AMP. I'm very intrigued with AMP at the moment, actually, because obviously they did get their Coinbase listing, and I've been watching. I have been watching, and I've got a little price point at $1. If we can hold $1, guys, if we can hold $1, then it's looking pretty juicy, I must say. It's looking pretty juicy to the upside. Obviously, guys, I don't know the fundamentals here, and unfortunately, it does look like we have broke that channel to the downside here. But at the end of the world, it's not the end of the world, right? We have seen this uptrend continue. High lows are being continuously set. We're not invalidating some very crucial high low points coming down here. Not seeing any reversal coming through there. So yeah, it's quite a strong uptrend, I must say, which is looking pretty good indeed. But obviously, as I was saying, I don't know. SHIB, the hate is real. Yeah, a lot of people don't like SHIB, bro. I think it's the cold hard actual traders that don't like SHIB, because it is a bit of a middle finger to the trading community, I do think. Something along the lines of that, right? It's got no use. It's basically just an excuse to hold 5 million of something in your wallet. It's a joke. But yeah, so yeah, obviously if you like SHIB, you like SHIB. It's simple as that. Like, people were slating on Doge for God knows how long, and when it was at like 2 cents, and then look at it now, it's obviously like doing insanely well compared to a lot of the other cryptos, but still no use. But yeah, so if we are talking about AMP right now, I would be looking, if I'm going to get in and hodl this, it would be above $1, right? If we can hold a nice level of support above $1, because as you can see, we are finding that that resistance point coming through here in terms of a zone that we are seeing here. So yeah, I would be first things first, let me get a nice little horizontal in there, right? Let's get a horizontal in there. So yeah, I would be looking at basically getting above that dollar zone. If we can get a nice bit above there. I love AMP, says Simple Technology. Great product and future. I need to do some research on AMP, actually. Let me write that down, because I was intrigued about it yesterday. I was looking at the chart and I said, God, this is actually looking pretty good. If we can get a nice hodl in there, and it actually does have a use, like a lot of the cryptos actually don't, then yeah, it could be a nice entry here, even at where we are now. Obviously, seeing this uptrend, it's a lot of confidence in the market, guys. We're seeing a lot of confidence in the market here for AMP, and it's very early. We're still really early in the price action in terms of the 10th of June, right? So it's insanely early, right? So yeah, we could be looking at significant gains to the upside. Obviously, I don't know the supply and all that stuff. I was saying if it holds $1, if it holds 10 cents, right? Got that wrong there. If it holds 10 cents there, I think I was looking at another coin we were looking at $1. Maybe ATA. Maybe ATA, I'm not sure. Let me jump to that quickly. ATA, just out of curiosity here. Yes, it was ATA I was looking at. If we can hold $1 for ATA, then I would be looking at progression to the upside from there. As you can see, significant buying power coming through there. But yeah, done with that. Let me jump to, I think it's Engine Coin that was the next. EN. There she is. Look at this. Very nice. This looks good. This looks pretty good right now, I must say. My reasoning for this, guys, is let me jump to the longer term time frames here. Is this crucial pump we're having up now looks pretty good, right? It looks pretty good indeed. Let me see. You mean a cent? I'm confused. Yes, sorry, Tens only. I did mean a cent, not $1. My bad, bro. 35 likes, guys. You're absolutely smashing it. Can we get it to 40? Can you turn that thumbs up blue? It'd mean the world to me if you could. That'd be absolutely amazing. Obviously, if you are liking the stream, guys. But yeah, in terms of what's happening here for Engine Coin, we are looking at potentially finding a level of support sat at around this $1.48. If we can find that level of support, that is going to be good. That's going to be absolutely amazing, because we are going to be looking at one invalidating these lower highs here coming through. We did actually have a nice little test coming through here. Another test playing out here. So it's looking like we've tested this 3 times here. And guys, you know what I feel about the rule of 3. Sometimes we can be looking at a potential break to the upside here. Even I can see Engine looks good right now. Yes, Donna, Engine does look good right now, I must say. So if we are finding a level of support, it's crucial we find a level of support coming through here. Let's look at this trend line coming through from the top side as well. Look, we've got this downward sloping resistance line playing out. If we've actually just smashed through that as well, it's looking pretty goddamn good, I must say, in terms of momentum to the upside here. Very nice. Let's look at the RSI. So the RSI, just get a little gauge for that. I mean, what's happening here? We are near enough overbought here. So if we get to that overbought point, guys, we do know we are going to be looking at a swift rejection coming through in terms of a correction or a consolidatory period, consolidation period coming through. And that's obviously going to mean that we are going to scurry along and have some sideways action. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we came up to this 200 EMA, had a little bit of swift rejection, and we were holding hands with this zone for a bit in terms of a consolidatory period and then progression to the upside from there. But at this point in time, it's not looking too shibby. It's not looking too shabby. I had to throw that in there. Not looking too shabby at all. But yeah, crucial point would be to get over this zone and hold it in the next 4 hours, guys. Next 4 hours, if we can hold that zone, brilliant. If not, we could be looking at a nice little Samwood wiki from Transformers and a progression to the downside from there. We do have these moving averages coming up as well. So a few things to take into consideration there, guys. And it's pumping as I'm talking. This is live price action here from Engine Coin. Crazy, crazy stuff here, guys. But yeah, watch this RSI if you are going to be trading this or looking for a potential entry position. Yeah, not so bad, guys. Not so bad. We do obviously have this descending triangle that we had play out here. It's pretty messy right now, so I'm going to get rid of that and see if we can see a bit of a clearer gauge on the chart right now. I mean, I have really kind of summed it up on what's going on here. We are looking at that trend reversal, which is good, pretty bullish indeed. If we can hold this zone, right, we need to hold this zone. That's crucial. If not, we could see progression to the downside following that, as these are lower lows being set continuously in this current trend, right? And yes, we did invalidate this previous higher low here. So yeah, I wouldn't rule out that we could come down, but at this point in time, it does look strong in terms of buying momentum there, guys. So yeah, that's Engine sort of summed up there. Let me jump to ETC. Someone requested in the chat there. Is that Ethereum Classic? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day on a Wednesday morning, very sunny. Can you take a look at hard, AHRD for Mr. D there? Engine is really pumping right now. What's happening? Says Abidun. Nice to see you back in the stream there, Abidun. I don't really know what's happening with Engine Coin, bro. I think a lot of people are getting quite bullish on it. That's probably why. That's probably why what's going on. ETC, yeah, that is Ethereum Classic here on the old watch list. That's going to be next here on the channel. It's gonna be next here on the channel, guys. Let me get rid of these dirty stuff going on here. Let me have a little look. See what we got. Let's get a bit of a fresh insight to what's happening on the chart here. I can see a pretty big downward slope and resistance line coming through, as you can see. I mean, it does look like we have broke it to the upside, which is not so bad. It's pretty good, actually, in terms of looking more bullish. We have seen a bit of a consolidatory consolidation period happening here, and that's sat at around the 21 moving average and also the price action channel here. If we do look at closing a bit more progression to the upside here, it's going to be looking pretty good, right? It's going to be looking pretty good in terms of progression to the upside here, if we can get above this 21. But at this point in time, I must say, its trend isn't looking the most recent trend we've got playing out here on Ethereum Classic on the 4 hourly here. It's looking like we are coming down a bit, right? We are setting these lower highs. We're not having any momentum in terms of challenging these lower high positions. We lost the 55, unfortunately. Obviously, after finding support here, we lost the 55, and now we're currently challenging the 21. If we do lose the 21, I can see us coming down to this target price point of around that $56.44 there. Few things to take into consideration there. If we do bounce there, then it is looking progressively better to the upside there. But yeah, as I was saying, we've still got these lower highs, right? We've still got these lower highs continuously. So yeah, it's still bearish in my opinion. But yeah, with that being said, we do if we get rid of this downward sloping currently support line, we get rid of that and we draw another line coming through here, right? We do have a symmetrical triangle pattern playing out here, guys. So yeah, we would be looking at a potential break for that to the upside or the downside here, guys. So yeah, definitely something to take into consideration here. If we are looking at a break to the upside, it is going to be looking something along the lines of this in terms of our measure move, obviously depending on where we're going to break. Ideally, if we break a bit lower, it's going to be lower down in the symmetrical triangle in terms of the price. It's going to look pretty good, right? It's going to look pretty good in terms of progression we move to the upside, and then we could be looking at a potential long position around a 10% gain there for Ethereum Classic. Very nice indeed. Obviously, guys, I would be referencing Ethereum here because this obviously does follow a bit of the Ethereum, right? It does follow a bit of the Ethereum coming through here. In terms of live price action there. So yeah, in terms of a downwards measure move, I would be looking at something along the lines of this, obviously depending on where the price action is going to go. Obviously going off the previous high point to the most recent low point of where we're going to break to the downside here. And yeah, if that is going to correlate also with this horizontal level of support at around that 52 as well there, guys. So yeah, a few things to take into consideration here with Litecoin Classic in terms of potential positions here. Obviously nothing I say is financial advice, guys. Just do your own research on the chart here, guys. Also, we're pretty central on the RSI here, so not a lot going on in terms of buying and selling power here, which doesn't really surprise me that much. It has been pretty chilled out for Ethereum Classic recently, just a few little swings, nothing too major, right? Just have a deep breath and have some water. Very nice, very nice. Underrated H2O, underrated. But yeah, Donovan in the chat says, ETC, nice, cool. I'm waiting for a 3-month result. Let me jump to the monthly and let's have a little look. Pretty bullish on the monthly. Yeah, obviously we did see this insane progression to the upside for the monthly, so I would expect some consolidation, because obviously we climb Everest, right? We climb Everest, very parabolic. We need some correction, right? We need some sort of correction coming through here to validate this pump. So yeah, I would be you're on about the 3-month result. 3-month result, bro. I would at least be looking for the next 2 months to be pretty flaccid at least, because if we are going to see this momentum parabolicness to the upside here, as I was saying, we do need a bit of validation here. Otherwise, we're going to be crashing off a cliff, and we don't want that. We don't want that anytime soon. We want to see Ethereum Classic just keep going, right? Simple as that. We did actually hit 180, 178 there. Crazy stuff there for Ethereum Classic. I'm pretty done with Ethereum Classic. Did it on the shorter term time frame here. So yeah, let me jump to what's next. Pick up a chicken, a flex. What's next? Senso. Sounds like Japanese. Senso. Oh, that's not right. Senso. It's not on Binance as far as I'm aware. No, it's not. So brace yourself. It could be a bad chart here, guys. Could be a bad chart. It's on Bittrex to Ethereum. I'm going to do it to USD here. How long we've been going? Since November 2020. So to start the bull run, actually. So yeah, not so bad in terms of progression to the upside from the start of January. We did actually dump at the start of the bull run. Interesting stuff. Yeah, it's in progression we move to the upside from there. Obviously, I don't know the fundamentals of this coin, guys. And also, we have seen, obviously, this massive crypto crash coming down here. But in a sense, that is validating what's happened here, right? In terms of this Mount Everest climb, Grand Canyon base jump is needed sometimes, right? Now, we're seeing this consolidatory period along here. Still looking bearish, in my opinion. Because we're not seeing these lower highs getting validated, right? We're not seeing these lower highs getting validated, which we need to see, right? We need to see these lower highs getting validated to see any more progression to the upside, right? So yeah, yes, I would be looking at a target for this lower side here. I sat at around that 79 cents there. Hopefully you can get a bounce point of that. If not, you would be looking at potentially coming down to this lower wick point at around that 68. But yeah, if you are insanely bullish and you do know Donovan says, thanks, man. Remember that, please. No problem at all. Yeah, as you can see here, if we do come down to this sort of zone, I don't know the fundamentals of this coin, right? If it is got really good fundamentals for the future, but we're just not ready to adopt it yet in terms of our technology and stuff like that, it could be an accumulation phase around this zone here for progression ready to the upside. If you guys know the fundamentals of this coin, but for me personally, I do not know that. But yeah, I would say it's looking bearish at this time. Moving on to Veed. I think these are just literally a load of S coins coming through. Yes, another one. Look how bad that is. That's probably like worst chart of the day, I must say. That is just dreadful. That's worse than SHIB, mate. That's very bad indeed. Very bad indeed. It just goes down. If you lose this horizontal level of support, sat around that 1/2 of a cent there. 1/2 of a cent there. If you do lose that zone there, then yeah, you are looking at progression to the downside from there. You've got all these wicks to hold you up, but yeah, as I was saying, it's just going down, right? It's just going down. So yeah, pretty awful. I wouldn't expect anything good in the short term, or even anything the long term, right? It's just pretty tragic, right? You went up really high as well, open like crazy. But yeah, so yeah, pretty awful. Let me get off that. That's making me cringe. It's dreadful. And now I've got SHIB Cash on the list. If that even is a chart that I have here. Not that I can see. Probably not on TradingView. Might have it wrong, but yeah, not going to be doing that one. It's just a load of S coins coming through. We got T-Fuel. T-Fuel's not bad, guys. We know about T-Fuel. Theta Fuel out here. It's looking pretty good. We did see that the all-time high get broke, and we did see that Donna, leave that one, lol. Dreadful, isn't it? Absolutely dreadful. So yeah, as you can see here, for SHIB, I did actually say, being quite modest myself, I did say, look, guys, we were at this zone here. I was like, look, we smashed the all-time high. I'd leave, right? I'd leave. This is exactly what I did with ADA. We smashed the previous all-time high with ADA. Granted, I got out at $1.97 for ADA previously. That was previously when I was hodling, right? Hodling now. And then obviously we progressed further up to like $2.48 or something. So yeah, I did miss a massive pump, but at the end of the day, I took a very, very juicy amount of profit there for ADA. And look at price ADA now. It's all the way back down. So yeah, as I was saying here, for Theta Fuel, I would have got out here, and I would have expected at least a retest of this previous all-time high at that 55 cents. But no, we've actually progressed even lower, coming down to this level of support. Around this zone here, around that the horizontal level of support at that 40 cents there. But yeah, we have seen pretty big pumps to the upside from there in terms of percents from that support to that top point there, around 46%. It's a very nice pump there in terms of a potential swing there. But obviously, taking into account, we do have this upward sloping, currently resistance line playing out. But yeah, you're correlating between the 21, this level of support around that 49, and also this 21 moving average here on the 12-hour here. Let's jump to the 4-hourly and see what we got. Yeah, you got the 55 moving average holding you up there. And also, as I was saying, you do have that horizontal level of support sat around that zone there. So yeah, it's not looking too bad in terms of a target right now. It's looking it's looking a bit symmetrical triangle, right? Because obviously we've got these lower highs being set, and then also these higher lows being set, right? And that obviously means we're going to see some sort of correlation, some sort of coil up in the price, and then we're going to be looking for that breakout, right? So let me draw that in terms of trend lines for you guys coming through here. It's probably going to look a lot better on the smaller time frames, actually. Yeah, it probably is, in terms of more touches, in terms of more attractiveness coming through. I will draw it like so. And then we could be getting rid of this line just for now. But yeah, we're looking at a pretty big symmetrical triangle here to take into consideration, guys. If we are going to break to the top side here, then it is going to be looking pretty good. It's going to be looking pretty goddamn good. But we are at this point in time looking at breaking to the bottom side here. So yeah, if we are looking for measure move to go off, in a sense, it would be this one coming through here, guys, and we're looking at something along the lines of that, and it does correlate pretty well with the volume-weighted ATR band. As you can see, support is formed along that zone there. So yeah, if we do break to the bottom side of here, we would be looking at losing these levels of support around that 48 there. And guys, look, we've seen these insane pumps, right? I wouldn't be surprised if we do actually have a correctionary phase to the downside right now. It wouldn't surprise me at all, because I know a lot of people are actually very bullish on T-Fuel, Theta Fuel itself, right? So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if we did see a lot of dumping to the downside, getting everyone who actually started hodling Theta Fuel to panic sell, to start panic selling, and then the big guns can really start buying it back at lower prices, right? And that's basically what I think that could happen with that if we do break to the lower side there. But we would be looking at definitely an accumulationary phase sat at around this volume weighted ATR band, because you can see the momentum to the upside from there. Let me jump back to further history, see if we can see any more coming through. Yeah, obviously this is the crypto crash coming through here. And that's obviously an insane Bitcoin dump coming through there as well. So yeah, we obviously see a bit of support playing out here continuously. And guys, if we do ever lose this volume weighted ATR band, we always reclaim it, right? Even no matter how low we go, we always reclaim it. So if you are a hodler of T-Fuel out there, make sure that you don't start panic selling as soon as we lose this volume weighted ATR band sat at around that 39 cents there. Because guys, we always reclaim it. It's as simple as that. But yeah, in terms of percent for this trade to the downside, it would be, for me, I would be looking at it from losing this level of supports in terms of horizontals, because as you can see, we do have that consolidation period around this zone here. If we do lose that zone there, then I would be looking at a potential 20% near enough trade from there. I would be taking a nice massive lump of profit, probably 80-90% here at 15% there, because you don't want to be greedy for literally 5% there. Do you know what I mean? It's just it's all about the greed there, guys. All about the greed there, guys. So yeah, definitely a few things to take into consideration there. So yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Obviously, if we break to the downside, there, accumulation phase coming through. If we break to the upside, right? If we break to the upside, we go on the most recent trend. Obviously, depending on how the trend's going to go to the upside here, to get to the upside to break, right? We would need to be looking at some sort of measure move like so, and that is very possible as well, guys. Can I add audio? Oh god, I've hit an hour, bro. I'm afraid not. I can't really add audio. I've got VChain, VTHO, ZEC, CHZ, and hard to get through. And I'm only doing an hour stream this week in the morning, and then another hour in the evening. And hopefully I can do it in the evening, because I've got the in-laws coming today, so I've got to be on point, if you know what I'm saying. Girlfriend's dad and all that stuff. So yeah, I do need to I do need to get through these requests, and hopefully I'll definitely get an update out this evening for you guys, whether it is later in terms of Bitcoin and stuff. But I am going to be pretty busy for the day, which is a bit annoying. But you know, we've got to keep everyone happy in this working world. Yeah, obviously, guys, I do really appreciate your support. We've got 39 likes out here, absolutely amazing. Nearly hit that 40 like target. Very cool stuff from you guys there. Really do appreciate it. In terms of breaking to the upside here for Theta Fuel, going to speed things up now, guys, because obviously we have hit that hourly mark here, and we're on that 10% gain to the upside here. That could be very juicy indeed. Tell you what, Donovan, if you join the Telegram and put it in there, I'll see if I can get you sorry, I just got a crazy email. If you could put it in the Telegram there, I could be doing a little TA for you there. Give you my little insight, just typing it out there. But it's more the speech that's very, very tiring indeed. So 10% to the upside here for Theta Fuel. A few things to think about there in terms of targets right now. Let me move to VeChain. VeChain here. Donna says, you've been going for an hour, Chester. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. It's crazy because when I first started all the streaming and stuff, I'd literally be happy going for like 3 hours and stuff. But obviously, I just completely overdid it and just ruined myself. I streamed like 21 hours, 21 and a half hours in a week. It just ruined me. Absolutely ruined me. In terms of VeChain right now, it's not looking so bad. You've got these high lows being set pretty continuous. You were challenging this one in terms of this downtrend. Didn't quite break it. You've still got that momentum to the upside, so not looking so bad. In terms of an upwards target for VeChain, in terms of the shorter term time frames, guys, this is the hourly here. So I would be, I'm back and forth between you and your bro. Oh, good work. Cool stuff. Got in a BTC trade. LR says, got in the BTC trade, got in profit, didn't take any, and then closed in a loss. Ouchie. Happens to the best of us, bro. It's hard and managing greed and stuff as well. If you are in a nice bit of profit there, it's good. You can just take some profit, right? Take some profit. Don't be afraid of not making as much money if it keeps going up. Just take some profit if you're in profit. It's as simple as that. If you are hitting crucial levels of resistance, right? We won't let you burn yourself out again, says Donna. I do hope not. I do hope not. In terms of VeChain, I would be looking at some sort of price channel coming like so. Let me get rid of some indicators so it's a bit more clear for you guys to see. As you can see, channel coming through here. So we would be looking at a break to the upside or a break to the downside coming through, potentially looking along the lines of that if we are breaking to the upside here. Obviously, guys, we do have a lot of horizontals to think about as well here, right? A lot of horizontals to think about as well. If we are going to break to the downside, it could potentially correlate pretty well with these upward sloping support lines coming through here, and obviously this horizontal level of support line coming through here. So yeah, I would be watching these zones crucially. First things first, you are finding a level of resistance off this 11 cents and 39. So if you are going to be looking at breaking to the upside, which I'm sure you guys want that progression to the upside for VeChain right now, you would be looking at finding a level of support here. That would be your upwards target. In terms of a low target, in terms of looking at a short position here, it would be around that 11 cents there. So yeah, that would be your shorter term target to the downside here. We jump some moving averages in, and we'll see what we can get a gauge from there. So yeah, you got the 55 holding you up, and also the 21 and the price action channel here. And also you're finding support here, resistance here off this 200 moving average as well there, and 200 EMA. So yeah, a few things to take into consideration there, guys. Pretty consolidatory period here, right? I would expect a little bit more of this before we see a break either side coming through. Yeah. So yeah, a few things to take into consideration there, guys. On the 4 hourly for VeChain, VET is long term for sure, says Donna. Yes, it is, Donna. Very bullish on VeChain in terms of the long term. NX, who's the mod in the chat here, was saying a lot about, we were having a good chat the other day about all the partners and stuff that VeChain actually have, and they've got some very good stuff coming through. So massive shout out to NX there. Absolute OG on the charts here, OG on the channel. We do have obviously this downward sloping trend line coming through. So if we are going to come down at all, in terms of losing this channel here that I was just speaking about, we are going to be correlating with this bounce point in terms of support on the RSI. So yeah, if you are looking at potential accumulation point, it would be this zone here to bounce up from. Very nice stuff in there. So yeah, let me jump to what's next on the request list. Let's jump next on the request list. We've got VTHO, which is with Theta, I do believe. It'll be interesting to see how they're doing from yesterday. Very pumpy dumping. I don't really like wicks like that. For me, that's just a bit of manipulation. Jumping up a percent, I think it's like 78% or something, yeah. Around that sort of point there. So yeah, not very nice seeing stuff like that. It just looks a bit manipulated, and I don't really like charts like that, guys, as you guys probably know. My sister got in early. Really early, says Donna about VeChain there. I mean, I hate to say it, we're on the 4 hourly as well, and it's just going down at this point. It's not great. I wouldn't say it's good at all. It's looking very bad. I would have expected a better recovery from this crypto crash coming through here, but it's looking like we are going to see progression to the downside for this coin here. We do have a descending triangle coming through here, which we fizzle to the end. And guys, when we fizzle to the end of a descending triangle like so, it's likely that we're just going to do some sort of consolidation like so. So yeah, I wouldn't be expecting huge things from VTHO right now. But yeah, if you guys know the fundamentals of this, then yeah, it could be a hodl. Could be a hodl here. Unfortunately, I'm not taking any more requests there, JP. But if you join the Telegram and dump it in there, I could do a little insight for you there, bro. I do need to round the stream off pretty soon. Let me jump to Zek there. That's next on the list. Zek. I was actually very bullish on Zek. Very bullish on Zek previously. And then I got out. I can't remember where I got out, but I got out and then just kind of forgot about it. There was a massive swing, and I was like, yeah, you know what? That's enough for me. I took a massive lump of profit with Zek a while ago, and I was like, you know what? That's it. I haven't really looked at it since, guys. So let me do some little TA. Obviously, we've got this resistance line coming through there. Looks a bit broadening wedge, actually. It's obviously we've got a bit of a channel coming through here, which we obviously lost in terms of the crypto crash there. So yeah, at this point in time, we haven't really seen that insane recovery. We've actually seen quite a bit of bearish stuff play out, actually, in terms of coming down to this candle body close near enough, kind of testing these levels of support around this $117 there. I'd be interesting to see what these guys are doing now in terms of their fundamentals, because yeah, I would be interested in terms of a target to the upside here. It would be around this $150 there. VTHO is part of the VeChain platform. Interesting. I do think we're a long way off for VeChain in general in terms of massive growth, but in the long term, big stuff. So yeah, VTHO could be some serious stuff happening there. Yeah, could be. Is it for gas, NX? Is it for gas? Is that what we were saying on yesterday's stream? 3 for a cent, lol, says Donna. You get VTHO for staking vet. Interesting. That's cool. I like that. That's cool. But yeah, in terms of the target price for Zcash right now, Zek, it would be this 150. If we can get a nice few candle closes above 150, we could be looking at significant progression to the upside. But as you can see here, we're pretty much at this zone in terms of this lower high point. In terms of this lower high point, this music is nuts. In terms of this lower high point here, we're looking at basically testing this zone. If we can break this zone, break this level of resistance coming through here in terms of this downward sloping resistance line, and as you can see, Viva resistance is futile here, so we do need to take that into consideration in terms of breaking to the downside again. But if we jump to the smaller term time frames here, guys, it's still oh, that's the wrong tool. That's still the wrong tool. Why is my mouse not working now? It's still an uptrend, right? We're still setting these higher lows pretty continuously, not really breaking them, and still invalidating these lower highs in terms of this uptrend. So it is a signification that this uptrend is pretty strong. We could be looking at something along the lines of so, and then obviously getting to this point, potentially having a bit more of a swift rejection and then progressing to the upside from there. So yeah, it's not looking so bad in terms of this uptrend. It's looking pretty good, actually, I must say. But in terms of the longer term time frames for Zek, I would still be bearish, right? I would still be bearish until we get the validation of us breaking this downward sloping resistance line coming through here, right? What's the coin of the day? I do have Matic on my list, Rune on my list, and Crypto.com. I think Crypto.com is definitely one to watch there, guys. Very, very interesting stuff here happening. I do think Crypto.com, and that's CRO. That's definitely one to watch there. Zek, let me jump to CHZ there. CHZ. I've literally turned my music off now, and it is really strange. Chili's looking very bullish indeed, I must say. Very nice stuff. We have actually smashed through crucial lower highs, which stuff like Bitcoin, we're not even entertaining the idea of getting to this zone. It's just crazy. So yeah, Chili's is doing very well indeed in terms of breaking these lower high points, in terms of looking bullish now. Yeah, I would be very bullish on this right now. It's looking good. It's looking good. I would be looking at a price target to the upside of this top side of this insane crypto crash coming through here, the start of that insane panic sell-off that we all saw there. And yeah, that's sat at around, we're going off candle body close here, that's sat at around that 41 cents. Now, it does correlate with also this volume-weighted ATR band coming through here. So yeah, we would be looking at least some sort of rejection coming through here. In terms of a consolidation sort of period, we could be looking at something maybe along the lines of this before we have a break up to the upside. Yeah, so a few things to think about there. In terms of what's happening right now, in terms of live price action here from Chili's, I would be saying, look, it is a healthy uptrend. It is a healthy uptrend. God, I hate this mouse. It's just ruining me now. It is a healthy uptrend. We have cleared this volume-weighted ATR band. But guys, if we do clear the volume-weighted ATR band, we know we need to return to it. So it's only a matter of time before we either go up we're going to come down. It's as simple as that, guys. So yeah, I would be watching this zone pretty crucially in terms of a target price in the future would be this 35 cents, depending on how high that we go. CH there got a Coinbase listing too. Tell you what, everything is just getting listed on Coinbase here. Have we got a chart for that? Let's have a little look. See if we got a chart for that for D. CHZ, I presume it'd be, yeah, it did actually. We do have a chart for that for Coinbase, and it's pretty blank. It's pretty blank, so it's obviously pretty new, I guess. 15-minute, 5-minute, nothing. Be careful of Coinbase dump. Okay, so that's pretty out of the way there. Nothing happening on that chart at all. Not a candle in sight. So yeah, at this point in time for Chili's, it is looking bullish indeed. But I would be looking at a target point to get over. Sat at around that 36 cent there, and that's on the obviously we're on the 5-minute. No, let's get away from that 5-minute dirty stuff. So yeah, it would be to get over this 36.86 there. If we can get over that, then we are looking even more bullish indeed. But yeah, as I was saying, guys, we have gone near enough parabolic in terms of climbing Everest here. We saw insane base camp 1 get reached here. We saw base camp 1. We've had some food. We're now powering up for base camp 2. We're pretty much in base camp 2, I would say, as we have crashed through this insane cliff edge that we didn't want to find resistance off in terms of a base jump for the Grand Canyon here. We have literally, I love all these metaphors. We need to stay at base camp 2, consolidate, and then look at a leg up from there. That's the ideal scenario here for Chili's, right? For Chili's. But granted, guys, if we do lose this level of support here, which it could happen, right? You see Viva la Resistance playing through. If we do get an unlikely candle close coming through here, referencing the RSI as well, look, we are overextended as well in terms of overbought. So we are looking at that swift rejection to the downside. It's very, 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 very interesting. Crypto.com, is that your pick, says Kane? I do have 3 coins of the day. I do always do three altcoins of the day, and that is today is Rune, Matic, and Crypto.com. So yeah, check those ones out, guys. A few things happening on those charts. But yeah, so yeah, it would be crucial that we hold this zone for Chili's here. And my next and last and final coin here is hard here. Let me jump to hard. Nice and hard. Let's jump to the long. Yeah, obviously not financial advice there, guys. As Kane says, those 3 crypto coins, crypto picks of the day. They're research purposes only, guys. I'm not saying go buy these coins, you're gonna make a mint. No, I'm just saying, look, that's 3 coins that I've picked for you guys to go research, because there is some crucial stuff happening on the charts. And if you guys can spot those things in the day that I say, then that's good. You're going to be learning something. So yeah, I will always do 3 altcoins of the day, just to give you guys something to look at, something to basically see. Oh, what is going on here? What am I actually looking for? And then I might even do like a review video just to tell you my results or something, and then you guys can reference to see whether you're correct. That's definitely something interesting there. That's what she says Volkanov. Interesting stuff there, guys. I've been going for an hour and 15 minutes there, so I'm going to be running off the stream any second here, guys. But let me just do hard here. On the daily, it's not looking so bad. We are looking progression to the upside. We've invalidated these previous lower highs from this insane crash to the downside. So yes, we are looking bullish indeed. Very good stuff. In terms of the daily, I would be looking to get over this 200 EMA here, around that $1.14 there. Not too far away, only 4 cents, 3 cents as I'm speaking. It's going up. In terms of the 4-hourly chart here now. In terms of the 4-hourly chart here now, we are looking at a big level of support coming through here, and also a big level of resistance coming through here. As you can see, big level of resistance playing through. Symmetrical triangle pattern playing out pretty strongly, I must say. So we do need to take into consideration of a potential trade position if we are looking for it here. Potential trade position coming out, or a potential gauge of where the price is going to go here. In terms of the previous uptrend from bottom to top, we would be looking at a break, something along the lines of this. And guys, I wouldn't rule this out at all, because you can see the buy momentum, you can see the correction. Granted, yes, we did Mountain Everest, we did climb, we did jump off base camp 1 into the Grand Canyon here, and we have seen a base jump from the Grand Canyon to the downside here, so not good. But we've seen a buy momentum resume. Nice progression to the upside, and now we've seen that reversal yet again. So yeah, I would be inclined to say we could be looking at another trend reversal to the upside here, potentially breaking these crucial high points set of the previous trends there. So yeah, not too shabby. If we are looking for a measure move for hard here, it would be looking something along the lines of this. 37%, that is absolutely crazy, bro. That's an insane gain there to be looking at. Obviously taking profit at some of these horizontal resistance points at $1.39. Still looking at that 37%. That's still going to be literally like a 8% trade there. So yeah, still very, very, very good stuff indeed. And obviously we've got the volume weighted ATR band to reference as a point of resistance as well. And yeah, that is going to correlate to a point of this this top side of this symmetrical triangle as well on the shorter term time frame, right? So let's jump to the 4 hourly here and see what we got going on here. We're below all major moving averages here, not too bad, and we do have a bit of a golden cross potentially coming through on the 4 hourly here, so that is another sign that we could be looking at progression to the upside coming through here. So yeah, a few things coming through here for hard there. So yeah, a couple of targets there. If we are going to break the downside, which at this point in time, I don't think we are going to break the downside. It's looking pretty good indeed. So yeah, I'm not even going to do it. I'm not even going to do it. I'm going to be ending the stream there, guys. Let me have a look at Bitcoin coming through. I mean, still bad. Still bad. We would be looking for that 4 hourly candle close above this above the top side of this rising wedge for us to be looking at any long position to the upside here. But yeah, I would be watching this today. I would be watching this today, guys. Let me jump to the 15-minute as we did have that chart pattern. See if that's playing out at all in terms of a symmetrical triangle. Nothing really as of yet. Just I'd be watching this zone pretty crucially if we are going to move down lower, guys. Yeah, guys. Kyril, that's the end of the stream there, I'm afraid, bro. But yeah, so I'm going to be ending up the stream here, guys. Thank you ever so much for your support here. That's the voting stuff we are going on there. Thank you ever so much for your support here. Appreciate all the likes, appreciate all the support, appreciate all the subs, all that juicy stuff there. Telegram group is there, guys, if you want to join that. That's going to be amazing. But yeah, thanks again for the continuous support there. And yeah, peace out from me, Crypto Chester. And 50 likes would be amazing.